Shalom. All right, Shalom. Shalom. All right, Shalom. Before I get started with this lesson, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham, Rakah Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth. Double salutations to all you Akim out there laboring in the house of David, the elect, as pushing this word with all truth, righteousness, and sincerity. Shalom to you, brothers. All right. Back at you with another lesson, live lesson through the Holy Spirit. The Rakah Kwadash. All right. Just have some things I was thinking about in the midst of all of this financial crisis and woes going on. All right. Beautiful times, man. All right. America's through. And it's exciting. Get excited. All right. It's a beautiful thing to see, you know, these people in this state, man. Because we told you. We told all you niggas out there, man, you hard-headed niggas out there, that these times were coming upon the earth, man. All right. That the Lord was going to present diverse straits, you know, put you in situations of difficulty, man. Okay. This is what's here. All right. So I wanted to talk about that. This is on my spirit. When the bag goes poof, all right? When the bag goes poof, the value of a righteous man will increase. Believe that, okay? When this beloved bag disappears, all right, the value of a true righteous man is going to skyrocket. It's going to go through the roof, all right? You better trust and believe that, okay? And that shows you real quick, and that's proof that the volume of wisdom, the value of this wisdom right now, all right? Because what we have, this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, all right, is a stock that's not going to crash. You know, this wisdom is an asset that's not going to depreciate, all right? It's always going to have value, all right? Real quick, before I get into that, because, hey, when the bag disappears, when the bag goes poof, all right, great humbling is going to settle in, right? Real quick. All right, this is Isaiah chapter 2 and verse 11. All right, just like the brother that posted the video, I believe it was the brother Barack Abar. He posted a video from South Park. You know, you had what's his name, Kyle. He put his money in the bank, and he, you know, when the bank teller went to process, he was like, and it's gone. That's what's getting ready to happen. All right, the bag is gonna go poof. All right, magic. Isaiah chapter 2, verse 11. And it reads, it says, the lofty looks of man shall be humbled. Oh, man, all the proud looks, all the arrogancy, it's going to be humbled, man. And I can't wait to see it. Oh, my God. It says, the lofty looks of man shall be humbled, and the haughtiness of men shall be bowed down. And the Lord, Yahweh Shemel Shah, alone shall be exalted in that day. And trust and know that. When this thing goes down like it's going to go down, all right, the Lord, Yahweh Shemel Shah, is going to be exalted in that day. And how is he going to be exalted? Through his prophets. Okay? That's when really, let's keep it real. That's really when that praise and fame is really going to settle in, man. You know? It's really going to be known who the prophets were. All right, who was really telling you the truth, who was really giving you the whole role, all right, the bitterness, all right, presenting you the straight gate. Okay, Isaiah 2 and 12, and it reads, it says, for the day of the Lord for the day of the Lord, Yahweh Shemel Shah of hosts, shall be upon everyone that is proud and lofty, and upon everyone that is lifted up, and he shall be brought low. And people are lifted up in this society, man. You know, it's all about your clout, your status, the money you got, who you are. All right? All that worldly bullshit that don't matter. So when it's all taken away, all right, as we read in the previous verse, the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua alone shall be exalted in that day. Okay, let me get one more. All right, let me see what this says. All right, bear with me 1 second. I think this is Proverbs. And we just sitting back, we just watching. We waiting. All right, we're seeing that these big banks is buying up the little banks. All right, they're buying them out. Fuck a bailout, they're buying them out, man. Okay, and these banks, you know, they're coming with the new system, the new guidelines that they're gonna have to abide by, which is under that CBDC. Okay, so we seeing things are about to change economically, financially, man. All right, real quick, this is Proverbs 29 and 23, and it reads, it says, a man's pride shall bring him low, but honor shall uphold the humble in spirit. There you go. Right? Man, the great humbling is coming, man. Let me get one more about that pride. What was I thinking about? A man's pride should bring him low. There's another one that it just left me. Lord willing to come back. It was another one I was looking for before I move on about that pride. Oh, all right. Isaiah 26. All right. Isaiah 26 and 4, and it reads, it says, trust you in the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, for the Lord, Salakia, trust you in the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai forever, for in the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai is everlasting strength. Verse 5, the point, for he bringeth down them that dwell on high, the lofty city he layeth it low. And America is regarded as the lofty city. All right. The lofty city he layeth it low, even to the ground. He bringeth even to the dust. All right. So the Lord is about to bring Babylon to the ground, a position of no authority. It said even into the dust. The dust also represents what? Being brought low in a state of confusion. Okay. And that's what's going to happen when the bag goes poof. All right, when it disappears, you people are going to be in a state of distress, confusion, and sorrow. Okay, because you're not prepared. That's why having this wisdom is the most valuable asset that we can have. That's why Isaiah 33 and 6 is going to play full effect, man. Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, man. We're going to actually really understand that in that time. Right, while everybody's panicking, killing themselves, motherfuckers committing suicide, bugging out, losing their minds. Lord willing, we're gonna have a calm and stable spirit on how to move in that time when people are out here losing it. So you're really gonna see the value of wisdom, as I was saying, right? Let me get this too. All right, just to talk about the true value of this wisdom that we have, man. All right, it may not be fully appreciated now, but in that time it's gonna be greatly appreciated. All right, you know, like my brother in one of my brothers out there in Cleveland, he said, man, he said that salute of Yahweh Shem Yahushai is gonna be heavy in that day, man. You know, it's gonna be heavy. All right, because hey, the whole world is gonna understand that we were right, man. All right, real quick, what was I looking for? Let's get that in Job, right? That salute, like he said, that salute gonna be thick. You know? Righteous man is gonna be appreciated in that time. Real quick, this is Job 28 and verse 12. All right? Because we're speaking about the value, we're speaking about the value of wisdom. All right, Job 28 standing. Reading on, it says, man knoweth not the price thereof, neither is it found in the land of the living. The depth saith, it is not in me, and the sea saith, it is not with me. It cannot be gotten for gold, neither shall silver be weighed for the price thereof. All right, so gold and silver can't be compared to this wisdom, man. All right, it says, it cannot be valued with gold of Ophir, with the precious onyx or the sapphire. The gold and the crystal cannot equal it, and the exchange of it should not be for jewels of fine gold, all right? Just talking about the volume of this wisdom, the value, all right? It says, no mention shall be made of coral or of pearls, for the price of wisdom is above rubies. Whoo, man. And guess what? You got it. All right, you sincere brothers, you believers out there, okay? You have it, okay? The ones that are sticking to sound doctrine, that believe, okay, in the doctrine of Yahweh Shem Shai, you got it, okay? You have something of value, all right, over the rest of the world, over these niggas, all right? We have the insight, man. We have the knowledge and understanding of the times. We have the name of the Lord, the Heavenly Father and His Son. We understand the prophecies, man. Okay? That's what's, like I said, that's what's going to be really appreciated in that time. Elder Yashawamba said that. All right? I believe it was camp was it last weekend, the weekend before last. What we're doing on this internet, on this unicorn, and out there on the highways and hedges is going to be appreciated when this shit hits the fucking fan. All right? When it goes down. Okay? His men, the Lord's men are going to be appreciated, man. Regardless in the midst of all the demonization and slander that's going to come along. All right? Because, hey, you're going to have individuals out there that's going to stand up for us. All right? So when they come with the bullshit on the media, all right, and all this stuff that they try to do to make us look crazy and make us look bad, you're going to have individuals out there that's going to stand up. They're going to hold it down. They're going to know what's being said about us ain't true, man. Right? Which is going to aid into what? That opposition of this devil and his fucking narrative, man. Basically, the narrative ain't going to stick is what I'm saying. But back to my point, all right, it's going to be appreciated, man. What we have is extremely valuable, man. All right? Let's get some more about that, because we're talking about, it said that the gold and crystal cannot equal it. It said, no mention shall be made of coral or of pearls, for the price of wisdom is above rubies. Right? Let's add some more onto that. Right? Let's go to Proverbs. And this is something that I was just thinking about last night. Okay? The Israelite man's value is going to skyrocket. Okay? That's the true high value man. We're going to get all of that. Proverbs 16:16. And it reads, how much better is it to get wisdom than gold? Ooh, all you niggas out here chasing a bag. You know, you getting money. All right? You ain't trying to hear what the Lord has to say. All right? The bag rules around the bag rules your life. Right? You got to get to the money and all. You know how these niggas talk, man. The lingo of the world. Right? The scriptures say this. Proverbs 16:16. How much better is it to get wisdom than gold? And to get understanding rather to be chosen than silver. You see that? Once again, the value of wisdom is over gold, it's over silver, it's over this fucking paper money, man. Because all that's going to disappear. All that's going to be worth a no value. Right? Let's move on. Proverbs or some more. We're hitting all the precepts that talk about the value of this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, man. Right? Proverbs 8. Proverbs 8 and verse 9, and it reads, Proverbs 8 and 9, it says, they are all plain to him that understandeth, and right to them that find knowledge. Proverbs 8 and 10, receive my instruction, and not silver, and knowledge rather than choice gold. All right? So the Lord is telling you to receive of this truth, this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding over gold and silver, over money. All right? It says, for wisdom is better than rubies, and all the things that may be desired of it. Salakia. Let's read it again. You know, Jay get hype. Salakia. Proverbs 8 and 11, it says, for wisdom is better than rubies, and all the things that may be desired are not to be compared to it. So nothing can be compared to wisdom. All right? your carnal shit in the world, the money, whatever, man. You can't compare it to this knowledge. Because this wisdom and knowledge is what's going to be the stability of your times. All right? It says, verse 11 again, Proverbs 8 and 11, it says, for wisdom is better than rubies, and all things that may be desired are not to be compared to it. So, hey, the heart of man could desire many things. There's many things that we desire and want. But it said what? That it can't be compared to wisdom. Right? Man, the Lord is cold, man. Let's get some more. All right? Because the point that I'm making in this lesson is that we have the answers, man. We're going to know how to move. The Spirit is going to guide us in that time, man. The Lord is going to be working with us in our minds in the Spirit in the times of trouble. Right? This is Proverbs 20 and 15. It says, there is gold and a multitude of rubies, but the lips of knowledge are a precious jewel. Whew, man. Let's read that again. Proverbs 20 and 15, it says, there is gold and a multitude of rubies, but the lips of knowledge are a precious jewel. You see that? And we have the knowledge, man. We got the truth, 100% truth, man. Right? We understand how this story, how it's going to play out. Everything is playing out via prophecy. Everything that our apostles, elders, brothers have been prophesying unto you through the Spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai is happening. All right? As I said before, we haven't lied to you one time. All right? We gave you the truth. We gave you the whole road. We're preparing you for the bitter, for the straight gate, man. All right? Potentially losing our lives for this thing, man. Okay? We gave it to you. So it said, but the lips of knowledge are a precious jewel. Man. Right? So anyway, just to show you, that was the point of showing you the value behind wisdom. All right? Having this knowledge. Basically, as I said before, we have the advantage. All right, through this knowledge, we have the advantage over the rest of the world, man. Okay? People are going to be coming to you for the answers. They're going to be seeking you out. Amos 8 and 11. Hold on. Right? That's another scripture that's going to come into play full effect, man. Right? Let's get that real quick. This is Amos chapter 8. All right, in verse 11. All right, bear with me. These pages. All right, this is the book of Amos 8 and 11, and it reads, it says, behold, the days come. This is talking about the future, man. All right? Amos 8 and 11, behold, the days come, saith the Lord power, that I will send a famine in the land. All right? And we're seeing a literal famine now. All right? I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai. All right? Because, hey, we're coming into the time where the Lord is about to take away his spirit, man. He's about to close up the mouth of the prophets. All right? There's going to be a time where you're not going to see these videos. It's going to be a time where you're not going to see the men of the Lord on the highways and hedges. Right? That's what this is talking about. It says, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai. All right, from his true prophets. Verse 12. It says, and they shall wander sea to sea, and from the north even unto the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, and shall not find it. And that's what these people are going to do. All right? These people that scoffed, that didn't believe, that took these videos for entertainment. All right? They're going to be seeking after the men of the Lord. They're going to be seeking after the words of Yahweh Shema Shai, and they're not going to find it. All right? Because the Lord is going to hide his prophets. He's going to hide his word. He's going to remove his spirit. All right? This is the point that's coming. This is what you got to consider, Jake. All right? Everything is not going to be a laughing matter in that time. Everything is not going to be a fucking joke, all right, when you can't get money no more. When you can't use the dollar bill, when you can't go to the bank. You see what they're doing? Everywhere you turn, they're taking away ATMs, right? Certain parts of the city right here in Charlotte, right, they're taking away ATMs. Why are they doing that? They're getting rid of the cash, all right? These banks are only allowed to have a certain amount of money in the bank, right? So if you got bank runs, you got thousands upon thousands of people trying to get their money out of the bank doesn't have the money to give them. And therefore, what you think is going to happen, all right? The system is going to crash as it was designed to happen, right? This is no joke. So anyway, let's get this too, right? We just in the spirit. Lord willing, you know, all that are tuning in are edifying, man, right? Because the bag is about to go poof, disappear, be gone, all right? This is 1 Timothy, right? This is 1 Timothy chapter 6, all right? This is 1 Timothy chapter 6 in verse 17, and it reads, it says, charge them that are rich in this world that they be not high-minded, all right? Hey, because when you got a lot of money, it'll make you proud, high-minded, right? So this is the message to all you people that got the money, right? You know, that's out here getting it, that's living your best life. You ain't got no worries, right? 1 Timothy 6 and 17, charge them that are rich in this world that they be not high-minded, nor trust in uncertain riches, all right? And this funny money, all right, this paper currency is likened unto uncertain riches. It says, but in the living power. So it says nor trust in uncertain riches, but in the living power, who giveth us richly all things to enjoy, which is what? The knowledge, man, the understanding, right? It says, they do good and they be rich, that they that be rich in good works, ready to distribute, willing to communicate, all right? The point, it says, laying up in store for themselves a good foundation against the time to come, right? Against the time to come, that they may lay hold on eternal life, right? So really, you're supposed to be laying up in store for yourself a good foundation for the time to come. That's why, you know, the scriptures tell us, let's get that too, all right, to lay up treasures in heaven, okay? Because the stock that we have in the spirit, ultimately, in the end, we're going to cash out, right? Matthew 6, okay? Matthew 6 and 19, this is red letter Yahushua speaking. It says, lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, which would be this material wealth, all right? Lay not up for yourselves treasure on earth, where moth and rust do corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal, all right? Because really, you don't own shit on this side. You don't own nothing, man, right? You don't pay taxes on that house. What's going to happen to it, right? You don't pay taxes on that vehicle. What's going to happen to it, right? You don't even own yourself, right? Esau can come in any time and snatch you up, your children. That's why he's making laws and legislations to do so, right? You don't own nothing on this side, man. It says, where thieves break through and steal, verse 20, Matthew 6 and 20, but lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, all right? Which would be what? Immortality, new bodies, all right? Being perfected, ruling the earth, ruling the world, all right? These are the treasures that we laying up for, man. It says, but lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust do corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal. You see that? So we're laying up for a righteous world. And Lord willing, in that time, right, we're going to cash out. That's the stock that we're going to cash out. Okay, because in the kingdom of heaven, the elect, the righteous, they're going to be the true ballers, man. Right? The hell with some shit on this side. Hey, everything on this side is going to be cast into the fire. It's going to be cast away. Let me add on to that. Right? This is Sirach. All right. Sirach 29. Like I said before, it's a mindset. It's a mindset of preparedness that we're supposed to have right now, man. Right? Getting ready to lose everything on this side. Okay? But hey, we know, and we know in the spirit, hey, when this shit crashes, hey, we gonna be affected too. All right, the men of the Lord, the prophets that are out here teaching, we gonna be affected too. But guess what? Our trust is in the Lord. We got faith that the Lord's gonna guide us through. He's gonna put us in whatever scenarios that the Lord is gonna put us in, which is gonna enable us to have success. All right, which is gonna enable us to have food, raiment, shelter. All right, the resources we need to survive. We believe that. All right, but anyway, Sirach 29. Right, where am I looking for? Sirach 29 and verse 11, right? All right, this is Sirach 29 and verse 11, and it reads, it says, lay up thy treasure according to the commandments of the Most High, and it shall bring thee more profit than gold. Yep. And the treasure going back to what? The knowledge, man. All right. This wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. It said what? Lay up thy treasures according to the commandments of the Most High, and it shall bring thee more profit than gold, man. All right. So in the end, this knowledge is going to allow us to cash out. Right? We're going to win, is my point, man. And like I said, right? When the dollar disappears, when the money bag goes away, all right, a righteous man's value is really going to increase, right? And the scriptures talk about that, right? Let me get a couple, right? Bear with me. All right, this is Proverbs 11 and 4. Proverbs 11 and 4, and it reads, it says, riches profit not in the day of wrath. All right, so it don't matter how much money you got, what your status is in the world. All right, how many fucking degrees you got, what you've done. All right, what your name in the streets is. None of that goofy shit, man. The scriptures say riches profit not in the day of wrath. Right? You're not going to buy your way out of judgment. All right? Riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivereth from death. Woo! See? And what is the righteousness, man? Having the truth. All right? Being covered, all right, with the proper garment. Because, hey, there's going to be many that's going to be found naked. Right? Let me make that point. Because many of our people are covered in strange apparel, as the scriptures tell us. Right? Revelation 16. This is what the Lord said. Revelation 16. Red letter. Revelation 16 and 15. Yahweh Shai speaking. And it reads, Revelation 16 and 15. It says, behold, I come as a thief. All right. The Lord's going to come unannounced. All right. Unknowest. Behold, I come as a thief. Blessed is he that watcheth. Right. The Lord said, blessed is he that watcheth. All right. What are we doing? We're watching the prophecies. We're watching various situations play out on the earth, man. We're watching everything. The Lord told us to be occupied in prophecy. All right. Blessed is he whom the Lord shall find watching when he cometh. Roughly paraphrasing, right? Behold, I come as a thief. Blessed is he that watcheth and keepeth his garments. All right. So what does it mean to keep his garments? Meaning to keep the truth, to have the oil, to have the true doctrine. Blessed is he that keepeth his garments. That's why Isaiah 52 told us, "O Jerusalem, put on thy beautiful garments," man, meaning to put on this truth, the correct knowledge. It says, "Blessed is he that watcheth and keepeth his garments, lest he walk naked, and they see his shame." And many of our people are going to be found butt ass naked, man, spiritually, meaning they're going to be found in sin. They're not, because our people are not covered with the truth. They don't have on the true garments. Going back to the wedding ceremony, right? When you read about that in Matthew 22, it said that the man entered into the ceremony and he didn't have on the proper attire, right? Let's make that point, just to tie that in, right? This is Matthew 22:9. It says, it's red letter speaking. I started 8. Matthew 22:8. It says, then saith he to his servants, the wedding is ready, but they which were bidden were not worthy. All right. This is why we try the Spirit by the Spirit, right? You know, see who's worthy, who's bidden, who's able to be bidden to the marriage, to the ceremony, salvation. All right. Verse 9, it says, go ye therefore into the highways, and as many as you shall find, bid to the marriage. All right. That's why we out there on the highways and hedges, right? We were commanded to go out there on the streets to bid them to the marriage. All right. It says, verse 10, so those servants went out into the highways, and they gathered together all as many as they found, both bad and good. All right. And the wedding was furnished with guests. All right. So you have, like, primary point, you got a lot of jakes that have came into this truth and they wasn't right. And what did the Lord do? He spat them out, you know, but we were commanded to gather in the good and the bad, right? Verse 11, my point. Matthew 10:11, it says, Matthew 22:11, it says, and when the king came in to see the guest, he saw there was a man which had not on a wedding garment. You see that? So this man that came into the wedding ceremony, he didn't have on a wedding garment, meaning he didn't have the correct doctrine. He didn't have the truth. All right. He was covered in strange apparel. All right. Which had not on a wedding garment. And he saith unto him, friend, how camest thou in hither, not having a wedding garment? And he was speechless, right? So it's like the Lord was asking him, basically, how'd you get in here? Right? And it said that the man was speechless, right? Because he knew he messed up. All right? He knew he didn't have the truth, right? Verse 13, then said the king to the servants, bind him hand and foot, and take him away and cast him into outer darkness. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth, man. Throw his ass away. Get him out of here. All right? Like Jazzy Jeff off Fresh Prince. Just throw his ass out the crib, man. That's what happened to that servant that wasn't clothed with the proper attire, man. That wasn't clothed with the truth. Right? He was found naked, man. You see? So going back. Okay? It says, let's go back to Proverbs 11:4 again. And it reads, it says, riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivereth from death. The righteousness of the perfect shall direct his way, but the wicked shall fall by his own wickedness, man. And a lot of our people are going to fall, man. All right? Because you got wicked Israelites. You got black devils out there that are getting ready to meet their demise as well, man. Because you trusted not in the will of the Lord. All right? You rejected this word. Right? Proverbs 23:4. Right? Not Proverbs 23:4. Hold on. Proverbs 23:4, and it reads, labor not to be rich, cease from thy own wisdom. Verse 5, my point. Proverbs 23:5, it says, wilt thou set thy eyes upon that which is not? For riches certainly make themselves wings. They fly away as an eagle towards heaven. This is what we're telling you, man. The bag is about to go bye-bye, man. All right? They're about to do away with cash. Okay? This is why they're going to present the C-HEP. And many of our people are going to take it. All right? When those diverse straits are presented, okay, because they haven't been rooted in the foundation of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, they're going to give in to the devil, man. All right? Many people are going to take that C-HEP. Revelation 13, it tells you that, right? Revelation 13, and 8. And it reads, it says, and all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him. Who's him? Esau, the devil, his system. And all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him, whose names are not written in the book of life of the Lamb slain from the foundation of the world. That's 2/3, right? Esau and the rest of these heathen, they're gonna bow down. They're gonna become part of the beast willingly, because they're not rooted in Yahweh Shai, man. Okay, so this is my point. Okay, so when the money disappears, what are you gonna do? Right? This is why I said the value of a righteous man is going to increase. All right, you Jakes out there, all right, that's out here doing the will of Yahweh Shem Shai, just wait, man. All right, it's coming. All right, Isaiah 13. Isaiah 13, and it reads, Isaiah 13 and 12, it says, I will make a man more precious than fine gold. Right? That's a righteous man, a man of the Lord. I will make a man more precious than fine gold. And that's what's going to happen in that time, man. The value of a righteous man is going to increase. Okay? Because right now, the standard on this side is what? Having a lot of money makes you somebody in the world. So what's going to be the standard when the bag disappears? Then what's going to be it? It's going to be a man that has this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. A righteous man. You see that? It says, Isaiah 13 and 12, and I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir, showing you that a righteous man with this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding is going to be of the highest value, man. All right? So all you wicked ass women out there that don't believe, you gonna see. Okay? We was going into that at camp with the Midland brothers last week, man. Right? When Esau cuts off, you know, because the scriptures say they should lament for their teats. Right? Let's get that. All right? All you women out there, man, that's full of pride. Right? Because we made mention of, you know, you got this thing called the passport bros. All right? And all these jakes, all these jakes, they fleeing the country and they going overseas to find wives. And whether they want to find wives or go out there and get some play, like we said, that's on them. All right? What is it to you hoes, man? Right? And you want to demonize them, calling it, you want to call it sex tourism, right? But you bitches been doing that, man. Right? Your little girls trips. You've been taken to the islands, right? Going out there being straight whores, right? The shit you go over there in Dubai, right? We talked about that, man. How you let Ishmael piss and shit on you for a few couple grand, right? We know how I go down. So you women ain't got shit to say about bros that want to leave the country to go do what the hell they want to do. All right, cut it out. Right, but the point is, what you gonna do when all your goodies is cut off? When you ain't got the internet to spread your ass open no more, to seduce men, the social media, right? Shaking your ass and twerking all over the goddamn place. Finessing niggas. What you gonna do when it all stops, when it all dries up? All right? Because, hey, the social media is about to go. All right? What you gonna do with the makeup? When all that shit goes away, man. Right? Let's get that real quick. Right? It's Isaiah 32. Because it all ties in full circle. Right? The value of a righteous man is going to increase. You going to need a man. And you talking about you don't need a man. Fuck niggas and I don't need no man. And see, that's what the internet did. All right? The internet ruined you bitches, man. It ruined everybody. It ruined Jake in general. But the internet really messed you women up, man. That's why when the internet is done and that social media and the OnlyFans and all that shit you women do to finesse and get money, when it's all said and done, what you going to do, man? You going to need a man out here, man. Right? You gonna wish you had a man in a time of anarchy. All right? In a time of lawlessness, man. When you gonna have packs of niggas out here roaming the streets looking for a fine girl. Looking for women, man. Ruthless niggas out here. What you gonna do? Right? Isaiah 32 and 9, and it reads, Isaiah 32 and 9, it says, rise up, ye women that are at ease, right? The daughters of Zion. Rise up, ye women that are at ease. hear my voice, you careless daughters, all right? Because the Israelite woman ain't got a care in the world. And why should she? Right? The Israelite woman is winning, man. Her and her partner in crime, Esau. They got leverage right now. They winning. You know? And that's another thing, not to go on a rant, but how many fucking holidays is it gonna be towards the woman? You got a International Women's Day, you got a Women's Month, you got a Women's Hour. It's a woman this, woman that. Every time you listen to the radio on TV, it's some fucking shit honoring the woman and shit. How many fucking holidays you got? Right? But that shows you that she's in power. She's in ease right now, man. Right? Basically, the woman is like, she's idolized, man. She's worshipped. Right? It says, Isaiah 32:9, it says, rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. You're supposed to be hearing the voice of the Lord, which is coming through the men of the Lord, the prophets. It says, give ear unto my speech. Many days and years shall you be troubled. All right? This is what's on the horizon. Food shortages, famines, all right? Lack of work. Yo, it's a lot of videos been coming out on social media of women living in cars. A lot of bitches is homeless out here, man. Living in their cars with their kids and shit. Proud as hell. You talking about women that's like in their mid-20s, man. Early 30s, living in their cars and shit. Right? That shows you, hey, the Lord said, Deuteronomy 30:7, that the curses was going to fall upon our enemies, man. All right? And the wicked 2/3 Israelite woman is our enemy on this side. So now, hey, she's starting to feel the heat. She's starting to feel the pressure now, man. As we said earlier, you got these jakes that are fleeing that are fleeing Babylon into other countries. Hey, it's going to be a shortage of men out here. Right? And let's not forget about the draft. Right? Matter of fact, let's get that, not to be all over the place. Right? Let's get that, because it said, many years you women shall be troubled. Right? It's going to be a shortage of men. Hell, you see that now. A lot of these niggas are undercover. Undercover moles, transformers. A lot of weirdo shit, man. We see that right now. But anyway, let me get that in 2nd Ezra just to make that point, and I'll go back. You know, the spirit be like that, man. You know, just precept upon precept. 2nd Ezra, what am I looking for? 2nd Ezra chapter, is this 15 or 16? Right? 2nd Ezra chapter 16. That's what it is. All right. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 16. In verse 33, it says, the virgins shall mourn having no bridegrooms. Right? Virgins meaning young women. The virgins shall mourn having no bridegrooms. The women shall mourn having no husbands. Right? It says, the daughter shall mourn having no helper. So, hey, women are going to be helpless. This is what the scriptures is telling you. We coming into the time where all that independent talk, all that feminism shit, you know, you don't need no man. I'm a woman. Listen to me roar, all that bullshit. You're going to be helpless in that time. The Lord is about to take your power away. Right? This is what you want to ignore and don't want to deal with. You're going to have to deal with reality, man. Reality is about to smack the shit out you, man. Right? It says, verse 34, in the wars shall their bridegrooms be destroyed, and their husbands shall perish of famine. All right? So you're going to have, not only are you going to have a war, World War III, not only are you going to have a draft, right, which they're already talking about it now, right? But also you're going to have war and chaos in the midst of the streets of America, right? So it's going to be death during that time as well. So it's going to be a lack of men is the point. It said, it says, and their husbands shall perish of the famine. See? It says, verse 35, hear now these things and understand them, ye servants of the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai. So we understand these things, all right? We're telling you what's getting ready to happen, man. We ain't just making this shit up, right? Look how society is crumbling, all right? That straight gate is here. Verse 36, behold, the word of the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, receive it. Believe not the gods whom the Lord spake. Behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack. So everything that's being said right now is not slacking. All right. Look at the panic right now. Lord willing, these bank runs continue to go. Lord willing, this system continues to crash out. Right? It says, behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack. And when a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son, within 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains compass her womb, which pains when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment, right? Because that birth is equates to what? The destruction of this place, all right, and the coming of Yahweh Shai, man. All right. Verse 39. Even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, and sorrow shall come upon it on every side. So we see that. The sorrows, the plagues, the judgments are engulfing the earth on every side, man. Famine, financial woes, fear, turmoil, distress, anxiety, perplexity, as the scriptures say, earthquakes in diverse places, uproars of the people. People are fucking mad, man. All right, they're rebelling against the governments. They're so-called politicians. They're going down to these banks, right? There's a lot of shit going on all simultaneously, man. This is the spirit of the Lord. Yahweh Shai said what? Think not that I come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. Okay? So you can't, like we said before, you cannot ignore these prophecies any longer, man. Right? And if you do, it's going to be to your destruction, to your demise. Right? So let's go back. Isaiah 32, in verse 10, it says, many days and years shall you be troubled, you careless women. For the vintage shall fail, and the gathering shall not come. Look what they're doing now. They cut the snap. All right? They're cutting that down, man. Because, hey, we're in the midst of World War III. So all finances have to be funded to the war. Right? All the money is going towards this war. So what are they going to do? They're going to start cutting down the unnecessary government assistance, man. So that's why they're going to get rid of that SNAP, all right? Eventually, they're going to come for that child support, right? That alimony, you know? All those little government stipends and shit that you women get, you're going to lose that. That's why I said, for the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. We already see these women out of work, losing jobs, shit like that. It says, verse 11, tremble ye women that are at ease. Be troubled, you careless ones, strip you and make you bare and gird sackcloth upon your loins. Meaning you're supposed to be in a spirit of humility, man. All right? You're supposed to be lowly. All right? A righteous woman is humble and lowly. These women ain't that. That's why it's going to take these, it's going to take a fucking catastrophe for you women to finally get it. That's why I said it's going to take that bag to go poof for you women to realize, like, oh shit, I really do need a man, right? You even got women online talking about that now, how they were deceived and misled through that goddamn feminism. You know, and you got women that are starting to smarten up a little bit. They're starting to see that, look, you was bamboozled, you was beguiled by the serpent all over again. You bought into that shit, man. And what is it? And what has feminism done? All right. Bugs you women out of your fucking minds, man. Turns you into hoes and sluts, man. Right? Destroyed the household. Right? You talking about you don't need no man, that's why your son is a damn mo. Highly emotional and effeminate. Taking on your characteristics, man. Your damn daughter is just as fast as your ass. Right? And you condone it. Right? So, hey, that's why we said, hey, the woman, you got a lot of judgment, man. Okay? You got a lot of judgment coming. But the point, hey, you Israelite men out there, don't worry about nothing, man. Okay, the Lord said that that our enemies shall see it. We'll get that in a minute. Verse 12. All right, because hey, that feminism was basically poison from the elites, man. They set up that Amalekite, what's her name? That spearheaded feminism. I can't think of the name. It lost me. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Oh, Gloria Steinem. Right? She was an Amalekite, right? And she's the one that brought that bullshit in and destroyed the household, man. You Israelite women bought into that shit and destroyed the household, got rid of the men, right? You fell right into that snare, man. You know, just to bring more money to the elite so you could be part of the workforce, man. Right? So you can get taxed. Verse 11, Isaiah 32:11, tremble you women that are at ease, be troubled you careless ones, strip you and make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins. They shall lament for the teats, for the pleasant fields, for the fruitful vine. All right. So these women are going to be in a position of desolation, man. Right. These women are going to be through in that time, is what I'm telling you. Right. Let me jump up. That same chapter. Should have got this first, but it's all good. Isaiah 32:1, and it reads, it says, behold, a king shall reign in righteousness, and princes shall rule in judgment. Verse 2, the point. And a man shall be as an hiding place from the wind. Right? What man? A man of the Lord, a righteous man. A man shall be as an hiding place from the wind. All right? Which that wind can be tied into that destruction. All right? Nuclear destruction. It says, in a covert from the tempest. All right? Which is going to be like the judgments, man. You're gonna need a man to guide and protect you during that time. All right, independent women gonna be slaughtered in that time, man. All right, so you can hang on to that philosophy if you want to. We're gonna see how that's gonna fare in the end. All right, you say you was just as strong as a man, you could whoop a man's ass. All right, well let's see if you could take on a pack of niggas, right? That haven't eaten in 5 days. All right, that are horny as hell out here, right? These are the scenarios. As graphic as it sounds, who gives a damn? These are the scenarios that are coming, right? You think a woman gonna be out there in them tight ass yoga pants, right? Showing her camel toe off, all right? Out there have basically butt ass nigga. You think she gonna be walking around in that type of attire in that time? Titties all out, proud? Not happening. It says a man should be in hiding place from the wind, in a covert from the tempest, as rivers of water in a dry place, as the shadow of a rock, as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land. So that righteous man is going to be a covering for that woman, man. Okay? And once again, all right, shows you, all right? You ain't going to be tripping about women in that time, because all she going to want to do is just to be called by your name. All right? Just to have refuge. That's what she going to care about. Right? Isaiah 4:1, and it reads, it says, in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man. All right? It says, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. You see that? So it ain't gonna matter how many women you got in that time, man. All right? 7 women gonna take hold of one man. All to be what? To be covered, to be saved, to be protected. Right? Let me get that in the NLT, or the good news. That's what I said, man. Hey, the Israelite man's value is gonna skyrocket. You're gonna be appreciated in that time, Jake. Don't worry about it right now. Okay? She proud as hell. She walking around dating these Edomites, right? There's a lot of these Eves out here, right? We be seeing holding hands with Esau looking lame as hell. But you got it, Eve, right? You wanted the serpent, you can have him. Because all you dumb women doing is reproducing more devils, right? You ain't reproducing your own kind, right? But you got it. You can have it. It's yours. Right? Isaiah 4, because we here to tell the truth. All right? We can give a damn if you women want to roll your damn eyes and gnash your teeth and shit, man. All right? All that shit played out. Nobody gives a fuck about your opinions no more. All right? Your opinions don't matter, man. All right? It's all about the truth, what the word of the Lord says. All right? Hell how you feel. All right? Isaiah 4:1 in the good news. And it reads, it says, Isaiah 4:1, it says, when that time comes, right? And what time is that? The time of Jacob's trouble. All right? The time of lawlessness, chaos. And when that time comes, 7 women will grab hold, and this is in the good news. All right, Isaiah 4:1. It says, when that time comes, 7 women will grab hold of one man and say, we can feed and clothe ourselves, but please let us say you are our husband so that we won't have to endure the shame of being unmarried, right? Because, hey, they gonna want to have shelter. They're going to want to have protection, right? And the woman going to have to bring something to the table in that time, man. She going to have to be able to cook, sew, you know? She going to have to bring forth something. She better have some type of talent outside of that dusty ass box, right? She gonna have, hey, she's gonna have to have a skill set, man. Because if she don't, you just a liability, right? And brothers gonna have to be in that type of mindset, man. Isaiah 4:1 ain't no fucking orgy, man, right? Ain't no fucking porno, man. You got a lot of jakes that think like that, man. I'm about to have a bunch of bitches. Nah, man, that's gonna be a serious time, you know. A lot of us might even be like, you know what? Hey, you know, just keep it as it is. Because, hey, time's going to be serious, man. You're going to have to be fighting them off you. Right? You ain't got time to have a liability. All right? Something that's going to get you fucked up. So even that, hey, even that scripture is even a stumbling block, man. You know? Right? Let me get this too. You're just rolling. All right? Even the enemies shall see it, man. She gonna see it, man. It don't matter if she don't believe, man. It really don't matter if she don't believe. All right? A woman's opinion is not gonna matter in that time, man. How she feel, what the fuck she got to say. That's what we say all the time. No ain't gonna be an answer in that day. All right? It won't be no such thing as no during that time. All right? You gonna do what you told or you out of there. Or you gonna be fed to the wolves. Right? And the Lord gonna have a cold spirit on the Israelite man in that time. Right? There ain't gonna be a lot of saving in that time, man. Because a lot of these Captain Save-A-Hole niggas now, these white knights as they call them, they gonna perish. You know, all you protect the black woman out there. No, you gonna be put to death. All right? Straight up. And really, what does she need protection from? She's in the power seat. She got everything right now. What does she need to be protected from? Right? She got the jobs. She got the money. Right? She rules the household. She rules over men. The Lord told us that. And that a new thing should come into earth where a woman shall encompass a man. So what does she really need to be protected from, man? Right? She got Esau. Esau is there to save the day. Right? So it's all bullshit, man. Micah 7 and 10, and it reads, it says, then she that is my enemy shall see it. So that's proof, like I said, 2/3 of the wicked Israelite women from all the tribes. You're an enemy to the Israelite man. All right, whether you want to acknowledge it or not. All right. Then she that is my enemy shall see it. What is she gonna see? Her destruction, her fall, right? Then she is my enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her, which say unto me, and that shame is going to cover you Israelite women, man, that trusted in Egypt, all right? That trusted in your what they say online, they call them Zaddy. That trusted in your Zaddy Esau. You trusted in the money, right? You know, you didn't think this place was going to fall, your job. You got 3 degrees. Who gives a fuck? That ain't gonna matter, right? It says, and shame shall cover her, which said unto me, where is the Lord thy power? Right? Because, hey, these women don't really believe in the Lord. They don't really believe in Yahweh Shema Shai. That's why you hearing women talking about God as a woman, and, you know, the Bible is a misogynist book. You know, we done heard all types of shit, man. You know, I won't submit to God. You know, I won't submit to a righteous man, all this shit, right? All that shame is going to cover you. You're going to eat all them words that you on the internet boasting about, man. It's just true, right? It says, and shame shall cover her, which said unto me, where is the Lord thy power? My eyes shall behold her. Now shall she be trodden down as the mire in the streets. And that's literal, man. Okay? These women are literally going to be trodden down like mud in the streets, right? Because as I said before, the Lord has spirits reserved unto vengeance, all right? There's men out here that's waiting to get their lick back, as the brothers say, man. Right? There's men out here, there's men that are being reserved unto you women that's ready to take vengeance for what you did. Right? You done got men killed, locked up, false allegations of rape, you know, all this shit, man. Right? So guess what? Jeremiah chapter 4. Right? It's just the truth, man. Jeremiah chapter 4 and verse, gotta bring this out. Jeremiah 4:30, and it reads, it says, and when thou art spoiled, what wilt thou do? Though thou clothest thyself with crimson, and though thou deckest thee with ornaments of gold, though thou rentest thy face with painting, yep, that witchcraft, that makeup, you know, all your little accessories and ornaments, you know, cladly apparel, right? Though thou rentest thy face with painting, in vain shalt thou make thyself fair. Thy lovers will despise thee. They will seek thy life. You see that? So the Lord has certain spirits out there that are reserved to come after you, right? You thought you finessed them. You thought you shitted on them. You didn't ruin his life on some bullshit. And the Lord got them spirits ready to come back. That's why when we read Micah 7, she that is my enemy is going to see it. And she's going to be literally trodden down in the streets, right? And this message is for the wicked of our people. This ain't talking about you know, you sisters out there that's really trying, all right? That's really trying to get right, that really fear the Lord, right? We're talking about the ones that don't believe this, that's talking shit, that's scoffing, right? That want to see us destroyed, man. This is all going to come back. This is all going to come back upon your own head, man, right? Let's get another one, man. All right. Got to talk about it. Okay. It got to come out. This is Isaiah. Right. Let's go to, bear with me 1 second. All right. This is Isaiah 3. Salakia. Try to take me out, man. You know, we back in there, Salakia. All right. So anyway, Isaiah 3. All right, Isaiah 3 and verse 16, and it reads, it says, moreover, the Lord, Yahweh Shemawashai, said, because the daughters of Zion are haughty and walked with stretched forth necks and wanton eyes, right? Proud and undisciplined, walking and mincing as they go and making a tinkling with their feet. Therefore, the Lord, Yahweh Shemawashai, will smite with a scab the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion. All right, we see that now. All right. That's actually a curse that she couldn't grow her hair, right? It says, and the Lord, Yahweh Shemawashai, will discover their secret parts, right? It's going to be a lot of exposure in that time. You're really going to see these women on really how they truly look, all right? Once they don't have the accessories and the makeup, right? When they can't shave, right? When they ain't got the feminine products, when there's no more Summer's Eve, when there's none of that shit, right? You're going to see a heavy exposure. It says, in that day the Lord, Yahweh Shemawashai, will take away the bravery of their tinkling ornaments about their feet and their calls and their round tires like the moon. The chains and the bracelets and the mufflers, all right? All your accessories, man. You know? The earrings, the nose piercings, all that shit, right? The anklets. It says the bonnets. All right, this is how you know it's talking about the Israelite woman. Who walks around in public with bonnets on their damn head, man? Proudly. Right? It says the bonnets and ornaments of the legs, the headbands and the tablets and the earrings. Yeah, all the sachets and the perfumes. Right? The Lord gonna get rid of all of that. You know? It says the rings and nose jewels, the changeable suits of apparels, and the mantles and the wimples and crisping pins, the glasses and the fine linen, in the hoods, in the veils. Yeah, all the fancy garments, the fancy dresses, the Michael Kors, like we talked about, the Gucci and all that shit, Louis Vuitton. All right, the Lord about to get rid of all that shit, man. Right? It says, and it shall come to pass that instead of a sweet smell, excuse me, and it shall come to pass that instead of a sweet smell, there should be stink. We'll let that one settle real quick. Salakia. It says, and it shall come to pass that instead of a sweet smell, there should be stink. And why is that? Because she ain't gonna have no, she's not gonna have any of those feminine products, man. She ain't gonna have none of those pads and tampons and shit, man. She gonna stink. That's humbling, man. Instead of a sweet smell, there should be a stink. Instead of a girdle, a rent. Right? Yeah, because these women, they wear those, you know, these women, they like to deceive by putting on them damn girdles to hide them rolls and shit, you know, to make themselves look skinny. So when they ain't got that shit, it's all gonna hang out. That's why I said that. It says instead of a girdle, a rent, meaning she's gonna be through. All right? And you see the bodies, of a lot of these so-called black women out here, man. All right? These women don't believe in eating right and working out at all. Right? We see that daily. Right? It says, excuse me. It says instead of a well set of hair, baldness. You see that? These women, hey, the Jake woman be bald, man. That's why what they do. They got them short ass haircuts and they got them damn blonde colors in them and shit. Women walking around with the fucking even all around. That shit is gold, blue, and green. Right? Because she can't grow no hair. So that's her way of so-called styling her head by putting them clown colors in her fucking head. Right? It says, instead of a stomacher, a girding of sackcloth. Whew, see? And it says, and burning instead of beauty, right? So like we said, when the makeup and all that shit is done, you're going to really see her on how she really is. When there's no more Instagram filters, all right? When she can't digitally enhance her looks, right? You're going to see her for who she is, right? It says burning instead of beauty. That's crucial. Verse 25, thy men shall fall by the sword, and thy mighty men in the war, as I talked about earlier. So you're going to have a draft, World War III, but you're also going to have wars in the streets of America. All right? There's going to be a shortage of men. Verse 26, it says, and her gates shall lament and mourn, and she being desolate shall sit upon the ground. So that's what's going to happen, man. That's what you call a great humbling. All right? So as I said, going into this lesson, all right, the Israelite man, his value is going to skyrocket, man. His value is going to increase in that time. All right? The Israelite man has nothing to worry about. All right? Just continue to serve the Lord. Now, we understand the various trials and all of that. That's not what I'm saying, but I'm talking about you women that are at ease, man. All right? When the bag disappears, right? Because right now you talk all that shit because what? You got the money. You got the jobs. You in the position of power, but when all that goes away, then what's your answer? All right? What is going to be your solution, man? You know? So, man, that's pretty much the point. You know, we're not going to beat a dead horse. All right? You brothers out there, you get it. All right? This is for the elect, those that have ears to hear. All right? And eyes to see, man, spiritually, man. All right? This thing is about to go down. Okay? Lord willing, 2023, the hopeful year that all these prophecies come to pass. All right? So the wicked of our people, including you women, you're going to see it, man. All right? And the question is, what you going to do? All right? So, hey, I pray that lesson was edifying, man. Thawada to all those that were tuning in. I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth, and double salutations to all you Akim out there laboring in the house of David, the elect, that's pushing his word with all truth, righteousness, and sincerity. Shalom to you brothers. Shalom.